Can't tell if this is true or a dream. Deep down inside, I feel the street.
Wow, Metallica 1. I don't know if we had Metallica before. I don't think so. Hello, everyone. My name is Emil Brock. I'm Sue's ambassador, but nowadays also board member and founding member of the DOSBA. And I'm here together with Ron Lam. Ron and I, we are together in this new board for this new alliance. But Ron is already connected to this organization a lot longer. But how does that work? Can you explain, please? Well, first introduce yourself, if you don't mind, and then explain what the new alliance is that we are founding at the moment.
Yeah, sure. I'm Ronnie Lam, and I'm working at an LNet. I'm a board member of the NLUG, NLUG, some might say, and just together with Emil and two other board members, we started the DOSBA, the Dutch Open Source Business Alliance, to unite the Dutch open source businesses and give them one voice.
Okay, and there is also a connection to European Union and our lobby in Europe. Can you explain a little bit about that, Ron?
Yeah, I said I am a board member at the NLUG, and as the NLUG, we became a member of Appel in 2019, 2020. This was right before the pandemic. Mm-hmm. And Appel is the umbrella organization for national open source business alliances. And we recognized at that time that NLUG was not a business alliance per se, and and we promised to them that we would start a new association for that. And well, the time is there, and we now switch from the NLUG to the DOSBA.
All right, and there's also sort of I would say, running gag on why this new alliance is being created. It's called we want to be the telephone number for open source in the Netherlands. But can you elaborate?
Yeah, sure. So last year, when I was at the Open Source Policy Summit in Brussels, mm-hmm. I ran into Boris van Hoytema, who is the quartermaker of the Dutch Open Source Program Office. And he said, "Oh, this is amazing that you are starting this DOSBA, because what I am looking for is the telephone number of open source." And yeah, that's how I also came up with this Metallica number 1. I mean, we want to be the one open source telephone number, or telephone number for open source.
One telephone number, yes. Well, here you go. That's very clear. Hey, and you said there are 4 founding members now. Can you tell me who are in this initiative at this moment?
Yes. So the other board members are Pieter Isebout from IT Gilde and Marcel Konnegoor from AT Computing.
Okay. Shout out to them. And I'm also curious. We are starting right now. Why not 3 years ago? Why not wait? What is the reason that we actually are starting right now?
Well, I think, first of all, the time now is perfect, because I think time for open source has, well, maybe never been better, because we really need open source. We really need to have sovereign software. Yep. And that is important. Why didn't we start it 3 years ago? Well, I think we didn't meet. I think we just we just didn't get the right people together. But in fact, this has been started like 25 years ago
Yeah.
and 15 years ago. We had the Vereniging Open Source Nederland, founded in 1999.
Wow.
We acquired their statutes, by the way. But in 2000, we also had the Oslo, the Open Source Leveranciersorganisatie.
Yeah.
So this is not the first time, but I think, now the time is perfect for open source and to work together to embrace open source in the public and private domain.
Okay. Hey, and if companies that are in open source, many people watch the Friday Ketchup are in open source, obviously. Otherwise, why would you watch the Friday Ketchup? If they are interested and they are in the Netherlands, what can they do to get more information, or where? What should they do?
Well, first of all, we are currently in a kind of startup phase, but we share everything on our website, which is currently a static HTML site.
Yeah.
On DOSBA.nl. We are at the socials. We are at LinkedIn. It's not really open source, and we will be active at Mastodon. You can follow us anywhere.
All right, cool. Thank you very much for this, Ron. I'm really curious where we will be with the DOSBA in 1 year from now. So if you have any questions regarding the DOSBA, or if you're not in the Netherlands but you want to know how you can influence European legislation, or even if you're not in Europe, how you can influence and make sure that open source always comes first, feel free to reach out to me or to Ron. And if you're in Europe, there is the Appel. I also put the Appel URL underneath here. Thanks all very much for watching. Ron, thank you very much. Let's go back to one and let's find one telephone number for open source.
Okay, bye.
Here we go. Metallica.
This terrible silence stops in there. Now that the war is through with me, I'm waking up, I cannot